Hey everyone, thank you for joining us for this next lesson. This one's going to focus on lead scoring models. So let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and navigate to lead management section and click on scoring models. And we're going to go ahead and build one out. So click on new. And then in this designer, what you do is you have conditions and actions. And so we start with a condition. So go ahead and grab a condition, drag it over here. And then we'll call this scoring model, we'll give it a name, sample scoring model. We'll save it. Okay. And then in your toolbox, you have conditions and actions. Conditions define the logic and criterion for your lead scoring. Your actions define how many points you're going to give for your actual output of your condition. So if the condition qualifies, then you might give some points, or you may actually take away some points from that lead. Okay. Now, what is the goal of giving away points or taking away points? The goal is to define the sales readiness of your lead. So you may set a grade, a sales ready score of 100 as the baseline of whether your lead is sales ready. So if 100, let's just set our baseline right now. 100 is whether means that your lead is sales ready. Okay. So in this video, 100 means your lead is sales ready. If it's over 100, even better. Okay. Um, and that means that you are now like really excited. That is a hot lead and you want to call them. And obviously, there is a contact associated with that lead because that's how Dynamics marketing works. And so you want to go ahead and call them or email them or whatever it is and sell them your products and services, and etc. Okay. So let's go ahead and build this out. So you got this condition. Now, really, the only purpose of this condition step is to actually say what it's about. So this is really more of a placeholder, and you'll see in a moment why. We're going to focus on the concept of annual revenue first. So for the lead, there's a field called annual revenue, if you didn't know. And we're going to say annual revenue is greater than 100K, but less than 1 million. And I'm actually going to copy this text. And then when you click on this little caret here, I'm going to paste this again. And then right here, you have to select your entity. And this is where the actual magic happens. I'm going to select the lead. And this is an expression. And this might look really familiar in terms of the fact if you worked with business rules, it's just like this. Um, so I want my annual revenue field. There it is. And I'm going to need two expressions if you hadn't already figured that out. I need one that says that it's the annual revenue is greater than or equal to 100,000. I need another expression that the annual revenue is less than or equal to 999,000. And then I'm done with that one. Okay. Now, the next thing I need to do is add an action, and I'm going to add it right here. And I'm going to actually give them 75 points for this. Now, what's the sales ready score? We decided that it's 100. So if they have 100 points total, phenomenal. I'm very happy about that. But they won't just like this, right? They're just not going to get there, right? Okay, cool. All right, good stuff. So let's add another condition here. And then we're going to do bulk, allow bulk emails equals yes. And of course, I'm doing it in the wrong spot. Forgive me. So this field, the do not allow bulk emails, we're going to set that does not equal yes. Does that make sense? So it's do not allow bulk emails does not equal yes. So they like bulk emails. They're okay with it. And then the result here will be to give a 25-point increase. So let's add an action. And the sales ready score is still 100. That's global for this particular scoring model. And then let's add one last condition. I'm going to grab it from here. Annual revenue is greater than $1 million. So these guys make a lot of money. So they're hot. So greater than or equal to 100. Let's see. Let's see if I got $1 million in there right. It looks like 1 million. Yeah, it is. All right. That's pretty much it, right? Okay. All right. So this one needs an action, right? This one gets 100 points. So here's our rule. Let's save it. Let's go live. Pass the error check. Let's refresh and see if it's live yet. And it's not quite live yet. It looks like going live right now. Oh, now it's live. Okay. Sweet. So I want to show you something here. Let's do a quick advanced find. I'm adding the annual revenue column so you can see what we have in our database. All right. So let's look at Peter Houston, for example. He makes 80,000, or maybe his company, or whatever. But let's look at the lead score area and see if we have any records yet. Oh, okay. It has no contact or account assigned, so some of these might not. And if that's the case, let's actually bring in the related contact record. So, in 1 second. So we can actually see which contact it is. Might not have been the right table. Give me 1 second here. Doesn't seem right, but it might be. Oh yeah, parent contact for lead. That's what I want. Where are you, Mr. Contact? Looks like these don't have any associated contacts. So you know what we'll do? No big deal. We're gonna test this out the traditional way. Um, we'll just create a lead, create a couple leads. Sample lead with revenue greater than 100K but less than 1 million. I'm going to add the minimum viable amount of information. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a parent contact real quick. So let me go ahead and do that. We'll use Kevin Martin as a parent contact. See if we can use him like that. We may not be able to do it that way. Yeah, we're not going to do it that way. Let's see if we can actually get around this by um, doing it here. There we go. And I want to use Kevin. So Kevin is associated to me. There, let's do that. We just want to test the insight. Okay. Let's see if we can test it this way. And it could take a moment here. So you have to add them as a stakeholder first, and then you have to add them as a existing contact on the business process flow. That's like the way to get the contact linked up when you manually do this. All right, here you go. So this one has a score of 100. Now let's open this up for a second. Let's just take a peek. All right, score status up to date. Doesn't have a name. It's interesting. Okay. That's logical though. It actually did give the score accurately because of the logic that we had, which was 75 for the record, having 100K but less than 999,999 and 25 for the allow bulk email. So that's good. I like it. Let's do another one. So now let's do the other test here. Um, let's do my sister. Oh, I type it. Lead with revenue greater than 1 million. Okay. We'll just go to the details. Okay. Now this one's going to have a way higher score. It should have 125 when we're done here. So what we're going to do here is we're going to add the stakeholder. Okay. And then we're going to go to our inquiry section. We're going to add our existing contact, Kevin. Then we're going to go to lead scores. We're going to refresh this grid and see if we have, I would expect this to have a lead score of 125. Let's see if that's actually true. And you know what else we'll do? We'll actually disable the allow of bulk emails on it for a moment to see if the score goes down to just 100. Okay. This is actually a lot of fun to play with and see how it all changes. Yeah, so 125. That's exactly what I was expecting. Now let's change the allow bulk email to do not allow. It takes a little time for the server to process it. I don't know exactly what's happening on the back end, but there's a cloud service that's probably handling this, trying to deal with it. Similarly to how Insights deals with it. Takes some time to synchronize. It's a little slower, but I want to see if that 25 goes away. There it goes, 100. Lost the points because of this value here. Okay. Okay, let's create one last lead, which should only have 25 points. Has revenue less than 100K. That'll be little Alex Ontiveros Jr. fourth. Okay. And he makes $0. I mean, he's 3.5. Okay. Now let's go over to our business process flow. Oh, I got to do this first. Let's add our stakeholder of Kevin. Let's go to our inquiry section, existing contact. Kevin Martin's popped up for me conveniently. I like it. Let's save. Lead score. So, I mean, how cool is this, guys? I mean, this gives you the opportunity to look at a lead and say, you know, I don't want to waste my time on this right now. I have 10 other leads that are 100 plus right now that I need to work on. And out of those 10 leads, there's three of them that I really want to talk to right now. There's my score, 25. I'm not gonna look at this right now because I'm gonna wait until this is at least 75 to even think about it, even, you know, to even think about it. Maybe it's really slow, and then maybe when I want to look at my 75 queue, I look my queue of 75 rated leads because I don't have any 100 rated leads. Then I'll come to those. There may be a period of time where all I've got is 25-point leads, and you know what? Then I'll hit those. But this gives me a framework to work off the hottest leads. So thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. This is a really, really cool model to use for scoring leads. And it's extremely flexible and really easy to use. And you can use pretty much any field that lives on the entity. So um, happy holidays. And yeah, just have a safe holiday season. Thank you for watching. Take care.